Passengers began boarding Flight PK-782, a routine evening journey from Dubai to Islamabad. The cabin buzzed with quiet conversations. Everything felt normal, calm, predictable, ordinary. As the engines roared to life, the aircraft rolled down the runway with smooth confidence. Through the windows, city lights blurred into streaks. The plane lifted gracefully, climbing into a peaceful night sky. The captain's voice came over the speakers, assuring everyone of perfect flying conditions. No one had any reason to worry. About an hour into the flight, a slight shudder rippled through the cabin. At first, no one reacted. Turbulence was common. But then another jolt came, a harder one, shaking trays and rattling overhead bins. The seatbelt sign blinked on. Some passengers exchanged uneasy looks. The calm atmosphere began to thin. Suddenly, a loud chime echoed from the cockpit area. A subtle tilt of the aircraft followed, dipping slightly to one side. The plane shuddered again, and this time oxygen masks dropped with a cold mechanical hiss. Gasps filled the cabin. The right engine burst into a shower of sparks, its roar fading into an unsettling silence. Out the windows, passengers saw flames flickering along the engine casing. The aircraft tilted sharply. Loose items tumbled across the aisle. The captain's voice trembled slightly as he announced an engine failure and an immediate emergency descent. The aircraft dove downward, shaking violently as air screamed against the fuselage. Passengers gripped armrests, hands trembling. Some prayed, others froze in shock. The pressure change made ears pop painfully. The cabin lights flickered, then dimmed. Crew members shouted instructions, trying to stay steady as the plane lurched again. Overhead bins burst open, spilling luggage into the aisle. The emergency masks swung wildly as the plane vibrated. A sudden thud echoed from beneath the fuselage. Something had broken loose. Panic surged. Passengers cried out, bracing themselves as the plane continued to drop altitude rapidly. Through the windows, dark mountains and patches of forest came into view, far too close. The pilot fought for control, trying to steer toward an open clearing. The aircraft leveled slightly, but its movements were still erratic. A terrifying awareness swept the cabin. The ground was rushing up fast. The crash came with a deafening explosion. Metal screamed as the landing gear collapsed. The plane skidded across rough terrain, tearing through shrubs and earth. Seats jerked violently. Lights burst. Heat and smoke filled the cabin. The world outside became a blur of fire and debris. When the plane finally stopped, silence lingered, broken only by crackling flames. Those who could move scrambled to exits. Crew members fought to open jammed doors. Survivors stepped into the cold night, coughing, trembling, grateful for breath. Behind them, the aircraft burned, lighting the sky with a haunting glow. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to my channel.